huge election took place all across the country. A lot of races, 190 different elections, statewide races, county races, judicial races, you name it. And if you spent any time on Elon Musk's Twitter, you know, because he's been force feeding the right wing to all of our accounts, oh my God, the tears. Oh, the orange tears. It has been hilarious to sit here and listen to all of these people. Look at this right here. Go to my iPad. Look at this here. And I just pulled it up, y'all. You got Chip Roy of Texas. If Texas fails, America fails. The Muslim Brotherhood sees Dallas as ground zero for spreading Islamism across the West. They're planting seeds in Texas, and we need to root them out now. Then had Republicans stuck with Mark Robinson post-scandal like Democrats did Jay Jones post-scandal, we probably could have salvaged some down-ballot races and while still losing the governorship. Just saying. Let's see here. Where we go? Let's see. How about this one here? Here we go again. What about laws against fraud? Why is no one enforcing them? Pam Bondi, Winsome Sears, Virginia has probably been stolen. Yeah, that's why you don't have your law license, Sidney Powell. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Look at this here. Matt Walsh, that racist. This is the enemy. Wretched, evil parasites motivated by resentment and hatred, openly plotting to erase our culture and identity and replace it with a dystopian communist hodgepodge of third world dysfunction. This is the fight for now and the future. Get in the game. This is it. They're all upset because of this comment by Mehdi Hassan. Let me go ahead and actually play it for you. This is what drove Matt Walsh crazy. Listen. Because her mic was jacked up. But Mehdi has said, Americans have no culture except for multiculturalism. Jennifer Welch, too, Mehdi, she said, Americans have no culture for multiculturalism. Crusty white people need to learn how to embrace it. Touche. Look at this here. Conspicuously absent from his list are Americans. Let's see here. Look at this here. Look at this racist. Folks, just admitted, America was a much better country when it was 85% white. And let me just go ahead. And you prove, what's his name? 1776. Real. You know, I might as well do it. That you are a racist. Yes, I've been trolling their asses all day. Look at this. Leftist student just flipped over a TPUSA table at University of Iowa. Iowa must charge and expel her and make her famous. Let's see here. Oh, Zohran Mamdani does 4 Nazi salutes in a row after his New York City mayoral victory speech. Isn't that what the left claims Elon did? We didn't make the rules. Hope the left is consistent. Let's see here. Of course, no shock, Stephen A. Smith will be talking to Jim Jordan and Mike Johnson on his show. No shock, he'll be talking to MAGA day after the election. Let's see here. Oh, look at old Curtis Houck. Hogan Gidley on Democrats winning in New Jersey and New York, decrying high cost of living. I think this is interesting because, as you know, prices for gas and groceries down under Donald Trump. That's a lie. Inflation's down under Donald Trump. Hogan, that's a lie. Interest rates are coming down as well. That's a lie. Come on, Hogan, you know better. Stop lying. All they did, I mean, it's just Niambi. Twitter, they have been crying, whining, oh, God, Virginia. They're like, all of this here. Texas is full. North Carolina's full. Florida's full. Don't come here. Y'all stay in New York. I mean, the whining is amazing. I'm like, guess what? A hashtag team whip that ass. Suck it up.
Well, as you know, my father used to say, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, look, this is politics, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But when you have a government shutdown, when you have people not getting paid, when you have people who are furloughed, when you've laid off, thousands upon thousands of federal workers, and you keep telling us there is no way we can afford SNAP. You don't want to use the contingency fund, but you can build a ballroom and you can send billions of dollars to Argentina, you should not expect to win. You are failing on every dimension. This is politics, pure and simple. This is what happened when, quite frankly, Republicans won. Republicans don't do half measures, right? They promise people a lot. They told people what they were going to do and people voted for it. The same thing happened in New Jersey, New York, Mississippi, and all these other places. People made a promise and people voted for that promise. So this is what happens in politics. You don't get to whine and cry. You re-up for the next election.
I mean, I have been cracking up laughing, Rebecca, at all of their whining. I mean, it's been, the last 24 hours has been quite enjoyable.
Roland, I'm in California today, and it's not every election that Californians get a vote on something on their ballot that's going to impact the entire country. People are fired up, ready to go. They're rolling up their sleeves and like, bring 2026 on. Look, you can't be cruel to people. You can't have ICE agents in pickup lines after school and ripping parents out of their front seats while they're just trying to pick their kids up from school. You cannot have a military helicopter land on top of an apartment building. You cannot not only not fund SNAP benefits this month, but then make sure that the remaining funds on the particular SNAP card is turned off and doesn't work. It's not accessible, right? You can't do these things and not expect people to react negatively to it. And so I think this is what we're seeing in this country right now. We're seeing the tenor has gotten so toxic, and it's been driven by the bully pulpit of this administration. And now, last night, we had 39 states, and people took it out on the ballot. And quite frankly, that's how you want people to take it out. You want people to use their First Amendment right to vote to respond to what's happening. You don't want them to get into those other amendments. And so, last night we saw that many Americans went to the ballot booth and said that they want to vote for the democracy that they're yearning for, not the democracy that we've had previously. They're not looking to vote for the status quo, but they're looking to vote for the future and what this whole experiment should look like.
Well, y'all, to me, I just think it's been funny. It's just, again, they're just losing their shit, and it's kind of like, sorry, excuse me, and they're mad, and guess what? Your candidate sucked. And not only your candidate sucked, Cameron, here's what also jumps out. Trump lied. Oh, I'm bringing everything down day one. All those lies, people kind of like, yo, player, what happened? So Biden got hurt. Harris got hurt because of inflation in the economy. Guess what? Now it's their turn. When you're in power, guess what? You get the credit when things go wonderful. You get the blame when things go bad.
That's right. I think it always comes down to kind of the economy, stupid, that famous phrase. But it feels good right now to get on social, to see the joy. I've seen so many different memes and so many different things shared from around the country, even in states where there weren't contentious elections and so forth, that people are just feeling some joy. And I think we should revel in it for a day or two. I love some of the historic wins. I know we're so focused on Virginia, shout out to Prop 50. But when I think about some historic firsts, like I'm actually here reporting from Syracuse, New York. Sharon Owens is the first Black mayor in this city's history that was just elected last night. Albany elected a Black woman mayor. So there is also, I think the Black community has a lot to be proud of up and down the ballot. But I just want to offer, not to tamper on the parade, but the caution, like this is not a time to just celebrate and let our foot off the gas. This is our time to kind of double down, really understand how we won this time, really understand how our candidates won, what tactics worked, what we can learn in this modern day and age. Because I still have a little PTSD from the 2022 midterms where we saw a blue wave with Biden and we probably celebrated a little bit too much. And then we kind of got whiplashed in 2024. So this is a time where we must like continue our organizing, continue our double down on talking to folks, continue to show up in these communities, showing up in our community and Black community, continue the advertising blitz. Like we've got to do more, because the fight, like while we see this as a great, for like a better term, I would say this is a kind of a great bellwether for 2026 with Republicans. And I'm sure Trump sees this as like, oh, my tactics weren't working before, I might double down and make it even harsher, like more voter intimidation, more ways to strip and suppress votes. So I think we've got even harder work ahead of us this year, because they realize how this blue wave and this black wave, I would say, that happened last night. Believe you me, they're starting day one and looking for ways to reverse that next year.
Yeah, and listen, there's some people, who need to recognize that. First of all, I do think you have to enjoy. You do have to enjoy wins. Those things are important. And the reason I think you have to enjoy wins is because you deal with losing. And I think, Rebecca, it's also momentum. You build from that. You see the freaking out of the right. You see all of a sudden them going, hey, we got to kind of start discussing affordability. And let's be real clear. You're going to see also them have to confront the government shutdown.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase, and I'm here with a very important message. We are at a turning point in the Black community where we must have equity in the apps we use that scale to billions of dollars. But this time, we own the infrastructure, we own the culture, and we shape the future. And Fanbase is the future. Fanbase combines the free functionality of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube into an all-in-one platform built for the evolution of social media and monetization. With over 1.4 million users, that's real proof that we are shifting the conversation of tech ownership and equity for creators. So right now, I want you to go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. The minimum to invest is $399. That gets you 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. This marks a turning point in Black ownership of social media. If we don't take this opportunity to own social media right now, we will always be customers to our own creations. And that can't go on. So once again, go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. We must own the platforms where our voices live, our stories matter, and where our culture drives the world. Thank you.